Welcome to a gold tanking proving grounds guide for Brewmaster Monks. These are the talents that I prefer and recommend to take. And these are my glyphs. And my equipment primarily focuses on mastery and multi-strike. Now, Brewmaster's Monks have one of the most cheating mechanics that I've found in the game for tanking, and that's this Black Ox statue. I seriously love this thing. It makes tanking so easy. It just picks up threat right for you and can tank adds for you, reduces damage you take in the same breath by just, of course, tanking for you. As you can see, I just lost threat because it knocked me back. That Mantid ad knocks me back and clears threat every time it does that, but my Ox statue already had threat and just picks it right up. It's also immune to debuffs and such, so it's just a massively strong mechanic. Alrighty, Wave 1 really doesn't have much to it, but Wave 2 is when you've got to start dealing with these vermin ad. Now what these little buggers do is they apply a stacking dot to you. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt that. Oh, try not to stand in the fire. You see, here they come to me. I blow my elusive brew. I'm going to go ahead and taunt that ad just to make him stop hitting wailing on the healer, though it's not too problematic really if he's hitting her a little bit. And as you see, I just stood these guys in the fire just to kill them pretty quick. Then I go over and I'll start hitting this guy. And down he goes. Now you don't want to just sit there and take too many hits from the vermin. It doesn't look like they do a lot of damage, but they apply a stacking dot to you and that can ramp up to being quickly unhealable. Now in Wave 3, you got to start dealing with these monkey ads. Now, and what these guys do is they just AoE, so you simply have to pull them away from your actual healer. Not too problematic, just pick them up whenever they spawn. They like to spawn at random times throughout the wave, so do pay attention to that. They don't all spawn right at the beginning. And as you can see, Wave 3 is about to go down. The tanking proving grounds really very quickly turns into not really individual waves, just a non-streaming fight of ads constantly spawning. And as you can see, again, my Ox statue just keeps picking ads up. Just remember to refresh it occasionally. As you see, I got knocked back, but I just taunted it again really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and blow guard and expel harm. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up, blow Serenity, start stacking my Blackout kick again, because I'm not very good at upkeeping my shuffle. I'm just not very good at paying attention to that buff. I really probably should work on that. So make sure you always upkeep your shuffle. That's just a pretty decent steady damage reduction buff on yourself. And Serenity is amazing for upkeeping that. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my Ox statue, taunt him. Alrighty. I'm actually going to refresh it again. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt him. Taunt that. And that'll just sit him right there in that fire. Go ahead and I'll be picking up this guy. Oh, got knocked. This is sometimes where you can't really focus too much on desperately trying to position these ads in the fire, because some of these ads they won't be positioned. You get knocked around. I was able to get this guy in the fire pretty decently though. Interrupt that. And I'll just go ahead and let this next one go off. And as you can see, my lovely little Ox statue picked those ads right up. Wave 6 is when we got to start dealing with these giant Mogu ads. They're not really too problematic normally, but periodically they enrage, just like this, and they do a lot more damage when they're enraged. They also do this powerful slam that you definitely don't want to get hit by. It's it's not devastating. It's not like it's going to instantly lose you the wave if you get hit by it. But if there's enough ads still alive and you get hit by it at a bad time, you could wind up going down because it stuns you for a decently long period of time. So just either tumble or walk out of the path of that anytime it gets dropped, and you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. You see, I'm just upkeeping Elusive Brew and tanking these ads through a normal blackout kick, cake smash, jab rotation. Dodge that. Here. And new ads are spawning. I'm going to just refresh my Ox statue. There's the powerful slam. I've got my leg sweep up again, so I'm just going to go ahead and blow that just to buy some extra time. There's the enrage. I blow Elusive Brew. Oh, dodge. Oh, it wasn't quick enough. See, it's not too problematic. I'm not really taking that much damage, especially since my Ox statue is actually tanking the Mantid for me right now. So again, that's one of the nice things about that. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh my Ox statue again, just to pick up that new monkey. And we're going to go over to him. Always be aware of the monkeys whenever they like to spawn. They like to spawn at just random times. And as you can see, I just got my threat cleared, so that Mantid immediately, instead of going to the healer, goes to my Ox statue. 10-second cooldown on that thing, and it's got 180,000 HP. That can just tank for you. Really trivializes a lot of things in here. I'm just going to actually hit my Ox statue tank him for just a second. Oh, and then I'm going to taunt him. Sit him over here in this fire. There's the enrage. Oh, he's not positioned correctly. Let's get him in this fire. Go ahead and blow that. There we go. That's better. I'll just blow Ox statue right there. Just that. Whoop, dodge that. And I'll just be letting that tank the monkey. I'll just go ahead and taunt him, get him over here in this fire. Leg sweep them. Pick up that. And you see my Ox statue just picked up that monkey that just spawned. I'm just going to go over here, refresh Ox statue, taunt the monkey, guard, Elusive Brew. Upkeep that damage reduction going, so I'm not taking too much damage. And there, down he goes, thanks to sitting him in the fire for the most part. Didn't have to worry too much. Oh, this guy's spamming on me. Down he goes. The little ones you don't have to worry too much. They just cast fireballs, and yeah, they hurt, but their damage isn't so inconsequential. It's more important to make sure you mow everything else down before you have to worry about the little ones. The big ones, aka like this guy, right here, I'm going to wait for him to position that fire, and then I'm going to drop a Ox statue, and then I'm going to interrupt him, and he'll walk forward into the fire, and as you see, he's sitting in the fire, and down he goes. And now the monkey is sitting in the fire, fighting my Ox statue. And now he's sitting in the fire, fighting my Ox statue. As you can see, just the Ox statue is just plain awesome. Just sitting him in this fire right here, and you see that little gust of wind. It happened really quick, so you might have missed it. Oh, let's dodge that. But the Mantid was on top of my Ox statue instead of me, and when it did its little knockback that clears threat, it was threw that on the statue instead of me, so I didn't have to deal with it, which really helps in just making sure these targets sit still. I'm gonna refresh my Ox statue. Taunt this new guy over here. Go ahead and blow guard. And I'll blow Elusive Brew. And I got knocked back again, so I cleared threat, so I go ahead and pick up the Mantid. I will say is don't have too much faith in the Ox statue. The Ox statue is amazing, but it's not going to just do everything for you. So always just be aware that sometimes it's not going to pick up the ad. If you just throw down the Ox statue and expect it to do everything for you, you'll probably find yourself disillusioned pretty quick. But it is an amazing helping tool in just positioning ads, moving them around, or just tanking damage for you so you're not taking too much. You see wave 9 goes down. Whenever you position those ads in the fire, the ads go down pretty quickly. Here's a new guy. Let's throw down my statue right here. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt the first fireball, so he runs up there, maybe runs through some fire, and a little bit, not too much. I'm going to reposition my statue right there. Hopefully something will come stand in the fire. Come stand in the fire. Oh, let's roll out of that. Oh, got knocked back. There's the Enrage, blow the Elusive Brew. This is the final wave, so probably going to blow Fortifying Brew and going to purify that damage. Blow ahead and blow Guard and Expel Harm, top myself off. And that's going to tank that monkey for me, because other than that, I don't have to worry about it. I've got a big bunch of stacks of, oh, roll out of that. Bunch of stacks of Elusive Brew, roll out of that. Going, so that whenever I really need to, refresh my statue. And that picks up the monkeys for me. Blow Elusive Brew again. Oh, roll, oh. Let's purify that. Blow Guard, Expel Harm. Took a big surge of damage there. Not really the best thing, but Guard and Expel Harm popped me right back up pretty much. Oh, getting stunned again. Gonna need another Guard and Expel Harm probably. Yep, go ahead and Guard and Expel Harm, and boom, you see HP just spikes right back up when you've got those resolve stacks really decently high because you just took a chunk of damage. Oh, that's it. Up and a little bit of lag spike there. Oh well. Again, not too problematic. You can go ahead and leg sweep, buy yourself some extra time. And at this point, nothing more you need to really do. See, he starts powerful slamming, and you just run him around in circles. Again, Brewmaster Monk tanks. Use that Ox statue. It simplifies everything so much. Helps you position those ads in the fire. Helps you pick up new ads. It just tanks damage for you. It's amazing. Beyond that, you know, save your Elusive Brew for whenever there's a large number of ads alive, or whenever those... make sure you have that for whenever the Mogu Enrage. And beyond that, keep one stack of Guard and an Expel Harm for an emergency if you suddenly take a big spike of damage. Upkeep your Shuffle, and you shouldn't have too much issue with Gold Proving Grounds Brewmaster Monks. I hope this guide helps, and thanks for watching.